back in my car with a little piece to kind of give it, you know, a little bit of change of scenery. I am video bunching right now so that I can get y'all the information that y'all need. So just enjoy this outfit. So welcome back, Glam Fam, to another episode of 30-day series of Loc Tips. I'm so excited that you're still on this journey with me. I'm super happy about the positive feedback that I've gotten so far. It just motivates me to keep going. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for deciding to click on this video. I am Glamorous, aka Locked In Vegan, and I love sharing tips, hacks from my experience on being 3 years locked, going on 4, and 2 years vegan. Please like, comment, and share if you are enjoying this series as much as I am, and make sure you're subscribed so I can keep content coming for you. And please turn on those post notifications so you are prepared for whenever I drop a new video of this 30-day series. Okay, so let's get into it. So for today's lock tip, I have a suggestion for products. I thought this was a little bit more known, but I do see people do this more often than I expect. So day 10's lock tip is to not use beeswax on your locks. Pretty please. And I've also mentioned this in a TikTok a long time ago. Gel is fine, oil is better, but beeswax, I would not suggest you putting on your locks, because wax causes a lot of buildup that is really, really hard to get out of your locks. Your locks are knots. They're matted sections of hair. So they're already going to be harder to get things out of it, which I've mentioned in my other videos, like with lock dust or lock lint. It's harder to get out of your locks just because your locks are locks. So when you're putting this thick beeswax, keyword wax, surrounding the edges of your locks, it's going to cause a lot of buildup and a lot of stress because it's going to take weeks to get out of your hair. I first started my locks with beeswax. I was unaware of the dangers of using beeswax in my hair. Me and my loctician knew that it would stay. It would stay a long time for my starter locks, and it might help it to lock faster. But I kid you not, it literally took me a little bit over a month to get all of the beeswax out of my hair. Not fun. Not fun. I would have to squeeze the wax out of my locks one by one to get the buildup out of my hair, because otherwise it would just look like these big yellow clumps throughout my hair, which would be disgusting. And if you constantly use beeswax over time, it will make your locks extremely heavy and stiff, which is not what we want. We want our locks free-flowing, light, soft, but beeswax has that waxy substance that will stick to your hair, stiffen it up, and weigh it down. I've seen so many lock repair videos because lock heads are using wax for so many years that their locks are weighing them down and their hairline is receding and they're getting all of this dandruff and buildup because the wax is not a good product to put in your locks. If you feel that beeswax is the only thing that you've used that is strong enough, I would highly suggest just to look for other gels. I have a gel that I love that is really sticky rather than thick, that holds a retwist really well. So I'll make sure to link a couple of gels in my description so that you have some options other than beeswax. Some gels portray themselves as gels but have beeswax in it. Stay away from beeswax even if there's a little bit in the gel or a lot in the gel. Please, for your locks' sake. There are some people who have really, really long locks that are super soft and light, and they can keep it growing super long because they don't use any crazy products that are staying in their locks and weighing it down. And then you have some other lock heads that have really long locks that hate their long locks because it's so heavy and it strains their neck, so heavy to the point where they rather just cut all their locks off. Of course, it's your preference. I'm not saying that because you cut your locks off that you have a bunch of product buildup, but I'm just saying that those that want to keep their locks long but can't due to buildup, you don't want to go down that path, and you can't avoid that path by staying away from thick products such as beeswax. I will say that some gels are pretty thick too, so if you're just wanting to stay away from buildup at all costs, I would recommend just sticking with oils for your retwist. And there are some lock oils or lock butters that are a little bit more thicker Of course, they're oils, so they're not going to be as thick as a gel or beeswax, but it can stick your retwist or your new growth together. I get this Loc butter at my local farmer's market that is really thick and it's really moisturizing, and I would use that for a retwist whenever I use an oil-based retwist. But I would definitely look into some Black-owned hair products, Black-owned Loc products, because they would have a little bit more insight than just some random gel at Target or Walmart. With Locs, you always have to think ahead. You always have to think about how it will affect you in the long run. Excessive buildup doesn't show up right away. It takes time, and then you're at your goal length for your locks. You don't want to have to make a decision to like cut them off just because of some buildup that you didn't know could happen in your early stages. So another reason why I'm putting out this series, to kind of learn from each other and to avoid any mistakes down the line. So thank you so much again for watching, clicking on my video, and giving me your time to give you some insights on my experience. And I hope you're enjoying your loc journey as much as I am enjoying mine. Make sure you're commenting any questions or suggestions that you'd like me to address in this 30-day series, and I will see you on our next loc tip video. Baby, baby, baby.